Hello everyone, today we are putting two hotel giants against each other, but not just in any way. It's not going to be ordinary rooms, we are picking the most premium room that they offer. In one corner you have the Premier Inn with the Plus Room, and on the other side you've got the Travelodge with Travelodge Super Rooms. Both of them are upgrades on their normal rooms, but which one does it better and which one is better value for money? Well, today we are comparing both of them to find out. I am actually in the Travelodge Super Room right now, so let's head over to the Premier Plus Room to see how that was, see what the upgrades were, and if it's worth the money, and how it differs from a normal room. And here we are, welcome to a Premier Plus Room. Let me walk you through some of the extras and upgrades you get with Premier Plus. So to start, you get a lovely vanity area with a stool and premium light switches that turn on a mirror light. The whole feel and vibe of the Premier Plus room is just more premium. And other materials used, like these suede coat hangers, of course, in the Premier in purple. Other material upgrades include blue leather headboard and an upgraded suede seating area. Some snazzy light fixtures might be in there as well. And of course, a slightly upgraded bigger bed, as well as some upgraded brown wood features everywhere around the room. Starting with this section here, which you get this, an upgraded, nice, good coffee machine, which once again, you don't get that in a normal Premier Inn, as well as these little chocolate bars. You won't get those either. If you've bought your own refreshments, then you do have a mini fridge. The only thing that comes in there though are these bottles of still and sparkling water. Other than that, you have to bring your own. Like I bought my own chocolate and a Pepsi Max. So the amenities of the room are definitely upgraded, and it doesn't stop there. They do continue on into the bathroom as well. If we just pass the upgraded TV area with lovely wood panels and an exposed HDMI cable, which comes in handy, we can make our way to the bathroom. Now, pretty much immediately, you'll see the styling differences with the tiles and the toilet flush. Nice black and silver there. Important, very important. But the main upgrades here come from the soap, which is an upgraded Bayliss and Harding brand, and the shower itself with a proper rainfall shower. The size comparison of the bathroom is pretty much the same, but yeah, you get the upgraded styling and proper shower fixtures. Along with that, you get this snazzy little seating area right next to the TV. I mean, I don't know why you would be sitting this close, but it's an option. The Premier Plus upgrade also comes with their upgraded Wi-Fi, the
Premier Inn Ultimate Wi-Fi, as they call it,
which is usually, I believe, a couple of quid extra. But the main thing is that the beds are just as good as what we're used to from Premier Inn. And all of these upgrades to materials, styling options, amenities, all of it ranges from around £7 to £15 for the upgrade, which personally, I think is really worth it. Let's head over to the Travelodge to see how they do. All right, welcome back to the Travelodge Super Room. Lovely and bright in here with the light colours of the room. But let's do a quick rundown of everything that you get as an upgrade. Starting off straight away, as you come into the room, you've got this vanity area with an additional plug down there and a hairdryer. Now, this isn't included in the normal Travelodge, apparently. I'm pretty sure I've stayed in Travelodges where they do have hairdryers, but according to the website, that's one of the upgrades of a super room. And then moving on into this section here, you will see not only is it a big styling upgrade in here, but they do include an iron and ironing board, which, once again, you don't usually get that with Travelodge. Still some markings on the wall though, they're always included no matter where you go. Now what we have to remember with this one specifically is that this is the latest and greatest super room that they do. It's got a couple of additional upgrades to it, like this floating bed that you see here, as well as the TV directly opposite. So normal super rooms, you get a 37-inch TV. I'm not sure how big they are in normal Travelodge rooms, but this one, 43-inch. So every inch counts. Then we'll get back to the bed in a minute because there are some upgrades there, apart from the styling. This here is the desk area. I mean, this specific hotel, got a nice view of London, but every super room will have one of these. Now this is an upgraded coffee machine, and it also comes with some nice drink selections. So you've got a hot chocolate there, as well as your usual coffee and teas, but also the coffee machine pods. And you might be thinking there's something missing here, and that's because there is. It actually also came with these 2 Kit Kat bars as well, which aren't usually included, and neither is this entire fridge. Now this is part of the updated super rooms. Not all super rooms have this, but it does come with refrigerated cans of still or sparkling water. And of course, the fridge itself. I particularly like this lamp. I mean, look at that, so solid, very nice. Now moving this way, you do have this armchair here with a cushion. I'm not entirely sure whether normal ones get a seat at all, but this one was specifically mentioned in the upgrades. It's a nice armchair, and of course, with a nice cushion as well. So quite a considerable amount of upgrades already, and it doesn't stop there, because on the bed, you've got these pillows, but it's actually a choice. In the super rooms, you can choose your type of pillow, which you can't usually do, which I thought was pretty cool. I mean, you don't get that option with the Premier Inn Plus rooms. Well, if you do, it wasn't specifically stated, but in here you can. And you've also got this dimmer switch right here for the lights, which I think is a really nice touch. And then just to the right, you also have USB-C connectivity, which you don't usually get in normal Travelodge rooms. I do think over time, they'll upgrade all of the rooms to accommodate that, because that's just the way the world is going. But for now, it's just the super rooms. And then moving on to the bathroom then, look at this. Doesn't this feel a lot more premium than a usual Travelodge? And that's because it is. This is a whole new styling upgrade in here with a huge lighted mirror, which I really like. And it all seems to be finished quite nicely. Everything looks more taken care of. Everything is straight. All of the grouting looks nice. And in the shower itself, you get a brand new shower head that has 3 different settings. The one thing that I did call out in my full review of this room is that the bathroom is made of cheap plastic. You're like in a big plastic tub in here, which I thought in the super rooms they would change, but apparently not. And you also get free unlimited Wi-Fi here as well, so that's good. All right then, so that is it for the Premier Plus and the Travelodge Super Room, but how do they compare? And what better place to start off than with price? So this Travelodge Super Room, the upgrade cost was around £15. Now, from all the ones that I've looked at, they do usually range from between 10 and sometimes even up to £25 for the more expensive areas, which is considerably more than the Premier Inn Plus rooms. They typically charge anywhere between £7 and £15, so you're usually getting better value for money there. In terms of the upgrades that you get with the rooms, I think that they're very comparable. I mean, they both included better TVs, fridges, coffee machines, you know, slight upgrades to the beds, the shower. They're very, very similar, but of course, like I've said, Premier Inn Plus is slightly cheaper. But of course, what does have to be taken into account is that Travelodges are usually cheaper as a whole. So you might find that it is still cheaper to get a super room, but it's just the upgrade costs between normal room and the premium rooms, they're slightly more. I did, however, like the dimming switches that you get in here, which you don't get in the Premier Plus room, although the lighting wasn't bad in there either, and it did come with a pretty nice lamp. Although this one here is pretty cool as well. So overall, which one would I prefer to stay in? Personally, I think the Premier Inn Plus keeps its homely vibe a bit more than the Travelodge one does. But that's not to say that I'm not enjoying this room. It is a very well-made room and it is rather nice. And if I'm being perfectly honest, I would upgrade in both of the chains. I would probably choose a Premier Inn over a Travelodge, but if you're in a Travelodge anyway, I would still upgrade. I do still think it's worth it. You are getting value for money still, unless you get to the higher end of the ranges. But if you can get it for an extra £15 like I have done today, I don't think that that's too bad. I definitely think the upgrades from a normal Travelodge room to this room do make it feel a lot more premium, whereas with the Premier Inn, they're pretty good to begin with. But then again, the upgrade is cheaper, so still worth it. Sleep quality, I haven't actually fully slept in here yet, so I can't say for certain. In fact, I will put the winner on the screen here for sleep quality. My guess is going to be the Premier Inn though, because they're extremely hard to beat for sleep quality. Wow, brain's going. But who knows, maybe Travelodge has surprised me. Overall though, I don't think that this Travelodge room can beat the homely vibe that the Premier Inn Plus room provided. So unless it gave me a better night's sleep, the Premier Inn is the winner here. Alright, that's it for this video. Let me know if you are going to upgrade in either of these hotels. I recommend you do in both. But thank you very much for watching. If you haven't watched my in-depth review of each of these, then head to the description down below where they will be linked. Alright, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and I will see you in the next video.